Wow, what a graduation.
I'll say.
But with college behind us, we'll need careers, and good ones.
What about chestnut roasting? People always need chestnuts.
Or begging. I know a place that'll saw your legs off.
Slow down, fellas. I've got a way we can keep our legs and still have a bright future.
Now you're dreaming.
Oh, am I?
Of course! Nuclear power!
It's the job of tomorrow. Today!
Really?
Well, that settles it. For all those reasons and more, let us choose an electrifying career in... Line.
Nuclear power.
Nuclear power.
You thunder-headed stooges are the worst bunch of...
Nuclear energy happens when an atom releases energy from its nucleus. The two types of nuclear energy are nuclear fission and nuclear fusion. Nuclear fission is when a neutron gets added to the nucleus, splitting the nucleus in two. The process releases heat as well as gamma radiation and beta radiation. Nuclear fusion is when a lighter element and a heavier element react and release energy. Power plants use heat from nuclear fission to create electricity, supplying 20% of all annual U.S. electricity consumption. 1 pound of uranium, the material that will be used throughout this video, happens to produce the same amount of energy as 3 million pounds of coal. Meanwhile, nuclear fission isn't under common use. Uranium is obtained via mining for ore. In order for uranium to be suitable for production, it must be made up of at least 3% uranium-235. The most common isotope for uranium is U-238, which makes up 99% of all uranium. This means typical uranium has to go through a process called uranium enrichment, which you can see here on this chart. This chart shows the uranium recycling process used to create uranium is transported in 200-liter drums as radiation protection and stored in 48 Y cylinders 122 centimeters in diameter. Uranium is sold in its weight, mostly whatever the current market price is in pounds or kilograms. Unfortunately, uranium has a few downsides. It produces a lot of nuclear waste as well as an teensy bit of CO2 emission. Because nuclear energy as a whole produces gamma radiation, it is definitely 100% bad to be in close contact with. It won't always be as bad as scenarios such as Chernobyl or 3 Mile Island, and even if the threat of global destruction by nuclear warfare exists, the pure probability of it pretty much guarantees we'll be fine. I have good news. The generators involved in the processes are likely to have innovated to create much less nuclear waste by 2030. Uranium is already easy enough to transport, granted you're paying attention to what you're doing. Add that with the fact that uranium is already fairly abundant on its own.